What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. So I'm going to be comparing the Sony Xperia 10 Plus versus the iPhone XS Max. All right, so I've been using this Sony phone for the last few days. I've been watching a lot of video Netflix with it. I'm going to be going over the specs for both phones. We're going to do a gaming comparison and, of course, a video/Netflix comparison. All right, so anyways, let's start over here with the Xperia 10 Plus. Now, this phone's got a 6.5-inch LCD display that looks really good for when you're watching video, but the problem is some of the games do not format perfectly on it. Then, of course, you've got the 6.5-inch OLED display over here on the iPhone XS Max, and honestly, this has been one of my favorite phones, since it's come out. So price differences on both phones, you're looking at about $1,000 right here as opposed to $430. So that's definitely something to consider, a huge price gap. The processor, you got that Apple A12 chip, and you've got the Snapdragon 636 processor on the Xperia 10 Plus. So basically, this phone right here, the XS Max, is going to be much faster, but the price difference for both phones is pretty significant. Cameras, you've got 12 megapixels on the back for both, 7 megapixels on the front facing for the XS Max for selfies, and then 8 megapixel over here on the selfie camera for the Xperia 10 Plus. Battery life for both phones, really close to the same. I mean, you're looking at a 3174 mAh built-in, and then a 3000 mAh built-in battery here on the Sony. The one thing I do want to point out about both phones, if you're a very clumsy person, the Sony has a polycarbonate backing. It's got metallic in it. Basically, this phone can take some drops. If you're clumsy, it's not going to crack on first impact. Likely that's just not going to happen. Now, over here, of course, on the XS Max, it's basically all glass. Honestly, these phones crack so easy. Just like minor drops with any of these new iPhones, they're pretty much cracked. The back glass will crack basically on impact, and it's just very easy to crack these iPhones. So anyways, if you're super clumsy, the Sony can take some drops for sure. All right, so I'm gonna load up a game here. Both phones are on 50% volume, so you're gonna be hearing them both on 50%. I'm gonna load up Left to Survive, great, third-person shooter here, and hope you guys enjoy it. If you're looking to grab a new phone, especially either one of these, I'll throw up some pricing for both of them on Amazon if you want to check either of them out. And after this, we're going to throw up some Netflix just to check out the video quality. But you're about to see what I'm talking about here as far as the screen issue. We'll start down here with the Sony, and then I'll go up to the XS Max. But basically, you're seeing like a cutoff screen when you're playing. And this is basically how it's going to be for a lot of the games you're going to play. I mean, it just is not format correctly. I mean, it's not the end of the world though, because I'm going to show you basically when you're watching videos with this phone that it's actually really good. It's a great phone for watching video for sure. All right, we'll keep it going here. All right, so I'm going to turn it all the way up now so you can hear it on the full volume. All right, so we're about to get into a shotgun level here. Ooh, nice kill. All right, so anyways, that's gonna be where we're at right here with the Xperia. I'm gonna load up the XS Max now, and I can already tell like this phone is gonna be way louder. I don't even have it on the full volume setting, and it's already like outdoing it for sure. I could even turn it up a little bit here. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna take it back to the home screen on both phones because I wanted to load up some Netflix. So this is what I was talking about. Like I said, the last few days I've been watching a lot of Netflix on this phone. You know, just because, honestly, it just, watching video on here is just great. So I'm gonna get this going too. We'll load up Netflix on both to, you know, just get something playing here. Let me just kind of browse down. And I guess we'll go with this exposed movie. Let's click on it. All right, so I'm gonna play it on both phones so you can kind of just see it going here. And like I said, it just formats really well on the Sony down here for sure. All right, so you get that nice long display when you're watching, which is really what I love about this Sony phone. Kind of fast forward a little bit here. So even though it's an LCD display and not an OLED display, I still think the picture looks pretty solid on here. I mean, just really good for sure. All right, so I'm gonna wrap things up there. Just give everybody a couple closing comments here on, you know, really just my opinion for both phones. Now, this phone is basically brand new as of right now. Sells for $430. You know, the XS Max, the problem is it's so expensive. It's still like $1,000 plus to grab that phone. You know, the one downside down here though is that it's going to not be as loud. Obviously, you can see the XS Max is a much louder phone. It doesn't have an OLED display either, and you know, but the price difference is definitely there. Let me know what you guys thought, you know, as far as what phone you prefer in the comments. If you could hit the like and share, I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for watching it, guys, and we will see y'all later.